Okay, what's up everybody? It's Mr. Status Tech here again, and today we are talking Windows Phone 8. Not only are we talking Windows Phone 8, we are talking flagship phones from HTC, Samsung, and Nokia. What we're going to do is run over all the specs, and I'm just going to give you my opinions on which phones I'm most excited about, which phones I think are worthy to be in your pocket this holiday season. Now we're going to start with the recently announced HTC 8X. This phone is going to be boasting a 4.3 inch screen that is a 720p resolution, 1280 by 720, with a pixel density of 341 ppi. The screen is going to be a Super LCD 2 display. The battery is going to be a 1800 milliamp hour battery with 16 gigs of internal storage. Now, preferably, if you're only going to have 16 gigs of internal storage, I would love to have SD card expansion, but unfortunately, we will not have that on this phone. It will have, however, a 8 megapixel rear-facing camera, the same 8 megapixel camera that they used in the HTC One X. I'm definitely looking forward to using it because that was a beautiful camera which provided very fast shutter speeds and very crisp images. Now, this phone will also have a 2.1 megapixel front-facing camera, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the highest megapixel front-facing camera on any phone to date. It's going to have 1080p video capture, and it's going to come with NFC. Now, different from HTC's normal standings as opposed to how they make their phones, these phones are going to have a nice kind of matte finish with a very bright and vibrant color range. There's blues and highlighter yellows and other colors like a vibrant red. Normally HTC sticks to these bland metal tones, and I'm kind of proud of them for stepping out of their comfort zone and doing something a little bit more bold, a little bit different. Now let's talk about the Samsung Ativ S. This is my favorite phone as far as aesthetics. This phone looks amazing. It's like the most beautiful device I've ever seen. If the Millennium Falcon and the StarCraft Enterprise had a love baby, this would be it. Now let's get into the specs. This phone is going to have a 4.8 inch display, the biggest of the three that we're talking about. It is 1280 by 720 with a pixel density of 306 ppi. It's going to be a Super AMOLED HD display with a battery capacity of 2,300 milliamp hours. Again, the highest battery capacity out of the three phones we're talking about, with a choice of 16 gigs and 32 gig configurations with micro SD card expansion. It's also going to have a 8 megapixel camera on the back, most likely the camera used in the Galaxy S3, and a 1.9 megapixel front-facing camera, again, most likely the camera used in the Galaxy S3. This phone is really the Galaxy S3 rebranded for Windows Phone, and I prefer the design over the Galaxy S3. It looks amazing. The only issue is it doesn't really have many features that stands it out from the pack other than its beautiful look. Speaking of smartphones, guys, if you're looking to buy a new phone and you're not really sure where to go for the best price, check out my website, cellularfreedom.vitelwireless.com. We have all the best prices on all the newest phones and occasional bonuses like $40 credits to your account, super fast shipping, or waived activation fees. If you're with Sprint, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, or any prepaid carrier in America, you're not looking to buy a new phone but you still want to support the channel, you can also refill your minutes or pay your bill on our site. Or if you think you might be interested in joining the telecommunications industry, find out how you can get your cell phone service for free, head on over to vitelwireless101.com for more information. Alright, now let's talk about the Nokia Lumia 920. Now this is probably going to be the most advertised phone for Windows Phone 8. This phone is going to be boasting a 4.5 pure motion LCD display. Basically what that means is it's going to have the fastest refresh rate of any phone on the market. You're going to be able to scroll without any motion blur. It's also going to be boasting a 8.7 megapixel camera with Nokia's PureView technology. Now their technology incorporates a lot of algorithms and a whole bunch of other crap that I don't really know, but it's going to provide optimal image stabilization, so you can be riding a bike or walking down the street and recording video, and it's going to look as if you're doing it on a tripod. It's also going to provide amazing low light shots. It's going to make lighting conditions not even matter. You take a shot outside, it's going to look like it's bright as day. Other things that it's going to incorporate is wireless charging. So now you can just buy a little pad, set the phone down on the pad, and it will charge built into the phone. It's going to have NFC for connecting through Bluetooth devices just by tapping on them. It's going to have a whole bunch of other stuff, but the biggest thing is the design for me. I love Nokia designs. I will admit the Samsung Ativ does look a little bit sexier to me, but I love Nokia phones and I cannot wait to get my hands on this. One thing you may notice that I didn't happen to go over was the processors and the RAM. That's because these phones are going to be boasting the same S4 processor clocked at 1.5 gigahertz and the same 1 gig of RAM. So if I missed any features, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. This has been Mr. Status Tech, and this has been a rundown of all the 3 major Windows 8 phones that will be releasing sometime in November. So if you guys liked the video, please rate, comment, and please subscribe, because I'll be bringing you more in-depth videos and hands-on reviews of all these phones when they release. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.